Hello there guys, welcome to Luna's World. I hope you're doing well, and this is kind of really a first look video at the Pipistrel Panthera version 3, which has been recently released by Aerobask. Absolutely fantastic company, and I've been reading about this aircraft, and there's a lot of reviews saying that this is the best aircraft, best GA aircraft in X-Plane to date. So I think given that, we have to check it out. I've flown this 3 times just to give you a bit of background since doing this video, and my first impressions are that it just flies beautifully. But anyway, let's talk more about that once we get this thing up in the air. So we are at Smithers Airfield, which is in British Columbia up in Canada, and it's a beautiful area. It's just turning dusk, so I thought it would be a kind of a nice, slightly different atmospheric, I don't know, view as we go around. So let's just set this thing rolling, and I'll take off power. Now, just to warn you, I don't know anything about the numbers of this thing, what it can and can't do, how high it can and can't go, all that stuff. So this really is just a look at how it flies, and literally, as I said, first impressions.
Traffic.
Oh, there we go. And as you can hear, we've got fully working TCAS.
Climb.
About to crash into another plane. Yeah, so let's just take a look outside as well, because this thing looks and sounds great. It really does. Hope it's not too dark. Hope you can see that. In fact, let me just lighten it up a little bit. There we go. So yeah, stunning looking aircraft. And with that, we'll go flaps up. Let's just jump back in. Right. The other thing you have to be aware of pretty quickly is that this thing simulates failures. So if you keep your revs counter up in the red, you're going to get an engine failure at some point. Sometimes it happens fast, sometimes it takes more time. Just depends on, you know, the situation, which again is perfectly realistic. So yeah, so I mean, looking at it, obviously we've got lots of glass everywhere. So the systems that we have are we've got the sky view, which is the PFD right in front of us. Then we've got, and this is a first, I think, for any aircraft in X-Plane, the Garmin 750 and the 650 GTN. So, and that's very, very cool. So as you can see, I've got the map on one, I've got terrain on the other. So yeah, very, very cool. I was thinking about aircraft and what makes aircraft more flyable than others, if that makes sense. And the thing about Aerobask is that they've got this perfect combination, 3 winning streaks really. They've got the look of the aircraft that they create is just stunning, very comparable to Carinado in my opinion. And where they win slightly over Carinado is in the flight dynamics, the flight modeling. These aircraft are highly addictive, and I hope that makes sense, because I've actually got quite a few Aerobask aircraft. I've got the Epic 1000. I've got the Antares 20E glider, and that was really the first time I noticed that this was a kind of Aerobask thing. The gracefulness, the way that thing flies, is just absolutely, you just want more. And I tend to want to fly Aerobask aircraft, in terms of smaller aircraft, more than any other. So they've got that right. And of course then you have the added addition that we've got an incredibly complex aircraft with all this glass and all the flight planning stuff that you can do. So you can fly full-on sector flights as well as just fly it manually like this. So it really is excellent value for money in my opinion. So this will set you back $34.95 from the org store, and like I said, I just think that's an absolute steal with what you get. And that goes for pretty much all of Aerobask's aircraft. I don't have them all, but I've got probably 70% of them. And yeah, that's a definite defining sort of feature of them. So like I said, I'm going to be doing a full review video where we delve into the what's possible with these, but some of the features are really cool, like, and I've not seen this before, maybe I don't know if you can do this on the Epic 1000, but you can import your own charts and display them on here. So airport charts, approach plates, etc. Very, very cool. It will also sync with Pilot's Edge and VATSIM and Iveo seamlessly, and you can do that from here. So again, I'm not sure if there's other aircraft that can do that, but very, very cool. For me though, it's the flight model that makes this just fun to fly. And by saying fun, I don't want that to sound belittling, but that's genuinely what it feels like. You know, it just is a lot of fun, and it's fun because it feels real. You know, it draws me back. It's a sort of addictive. It's got an addictive like quality to it. Hope that makes sense. Anyway, let's have a look at this beautiful scenery. I'm really looking forward to doing some sector flights in this. Especially because failures are, as I mentioned, featured, which is cool. We want that. We want it to be realistic. All right. I think we're a wee bit high actually, so we might just do another turn before we make a landing. This has got rain effects, 3D windshield effects and stuff. Very cool. You can add passengers and luggage, volumetric prop. You know, excellent sounds, all that stuff. I mean, you can read off all the selling points, but what it doesn't say, or what it can't say, is just how fun and how realistic it is to fly. I know I've said that. Apologies to repeat myself, but that's what brings me back to Aerobask aircraft. And so I hope they're listening. Make more aircraft, just make more. Don't care what, I actually don't care what they are. Just make more, because you've got it totally nailed in my book. The look, the avionics, and most importantly, like I said, the flight model. Right, we'll go gear down. We'll just give a bit of power in this thing. We're on the glide slope actually, but we will just climb up a wee bit higher. There we go. That'll do nicely. Feeding in a bit more power. And I'll go full flap. Okay. And that is us pretty much set up to land. So we're landing actually it's saying we got no wind coming from 4 degrees, so that's a northerly no wind. So we're okay on that front. might have no wind, but I'm certainly feeling the different pressures across the control surfaces on the Brunner yoke, which again just gives you that accurate sort of, it gives you the friction sense, which just heightens the level of realism. Really does. It's absolutely incredible, this thing. Coupled with great aircraft, you're on to a winner. Alright, let's see if we can gently put her down on the center line. There we go, a little bit of a hard landing, didn't quite have that right. But there we go, guys, and we'll just come to a stop here on the runway. I won't taxi her along, but I hope you've enjoyed that first look video at the Pipistrel Panthera, and I would have no qualms about recommending this right now, even though I've only flown it a handful of times, if that. The thing feels amazing, and you know when you've flown, you've done a takeoff, you've done a bit of a circuit or whatever, you sort of just know that you're going to enjoy flying it. That's the feeling I get with this and every other Aerobask aircraft that I've flown, with that said. So yeah, so you know, if you're in the market for a GA aircraft that can do a whole bunch of other cool stuff as well, that handles like a dream, flies like a dream, then look no further than this plane. And look out for my full review video coming soon. We're going to do a short sector flight. Haven't decided where yet, but it'll be interesting in this, and we'll delve into the features, and we'll make full use of the autopilot and the flight management system, etc, etc. So look out for that. In the meantime, I hope you've enjoyed this one, and like I said, come and join us on a stream, come and say hi. I'll be practicing with this and getting to grips with the systems on live streams, so do come and hang out with us. We're very cool people, if I do say so myself. But thanks again, guys, really appreciate your support. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all very soon. Take care.